All right, guys, welcome back to this 19th threat Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report. Before we get into the list, I'd like to ask everybody to hit that like, subscribe, and notification. Really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. Guys, we say it all the time as YouTubers and content creators. Please hit that hit the like and subscribe button. It does help us get caught up in the algorithm tornado that YouTube provides for us. We are having another premiere. You saw this at the last bat rep. We got Elsa and Man-Thing. But you saw us in the thumbnail as well. We are premiering the new Guardians. So this is my 19-point list. We have Elsa as the leader. We have Man-Thing again. We brought Ghost Rider, Blade again, and Iron Fist. I brought Blade because I brought versatile strategies, and I thought maybe because if Elsa goes off the board, if she gets targeted, it'd be nice to switch over to Blade. Covering Fire, Dimensional, Quagmire. Those are the two new cards for Elsa and Man-Thing. Siege of Darkness, I mean, it's almost automatic when you're playing in Midnight Suns. And then Deal with the Devil, again, I think is an automatic because I have Ghost Rider. All of a sudden, Midnight Suns have a nice set of at least 5 or 6, maybe 7 cards at their disposal, in my opinion, with these two new ones. But that would be my 19 points. Let's go take a look at Guardians. All right, guys, before we get into it, my buddy Josh is back.
Hey, guys.
All right, Josh, what'd you bring?
All right, we got a little mix of our classic Guardians and the new guys. So, led by Star-Lord, we've got Yondu, Nova, Gamora, and Drax. Cards, we have Call for Backup, Galaxy's Greatest, Lovable Misfits, the Veterans of the Annihilation War, and Recalibration Matrix.
So the two new ones, guys, are... Oh, you have 3 new ones in
there. Two of the new ones are the Veterans of the Annihilation War, which is a combo card for Nova and Gamora, and then Call for Backup, which is the card for Nova.
And we'll try to get as many cards in this play as possible, but it's always a situation that doesn't always work that way. Right. We will be back with the mission and deployment.
I cover it.
All right, guys, before we get into the game, here is the mission we have. We have Mutant Madman turn city into lethal amusement park. That's going to be represented by the blue tokens. So basically what we do is we will pay to flip on these. If you get a hit crit or wild, that's your defensive dice. You then own it, and then in the cleanup phase, if someone is if you're within range 2 of it, I believe, then you take damage and you get a power. If I control this and he was in range 2, he would take a damage. The other one is alien ships crash in downtown, which is represented by the red tokens. And basically what that is in the cleanup phase as well, if you have 3 or more, you roll dice and people take damage. So we will show that once in the game. I'm going to be the red player. Josh is going to be the blue player. As you saw, it was only 18 and 17. We are playing a 19 threat. Stan is going to count as a one shot. So Stan is going to be the +1 to give us. Stan's the great equalizer in our games, as you guys know. If for any reason you are 1 inch around Stan Lee, then you get to reroll any dice, attack, defense, or dodge dice. It doesn't matter. It's not once per turn. You just get to roll 1 out of dice. Let's back this up so we can see what the board looks like. Not a lot of terrain on the board in this particular map. We just, for no reason, it's just one of the maps we have. Comic book shops are 3. The bodegas are all 3s. The economy grocery store is a 5. All the little stuff here are going to be 1s. The lampposts, all that stuff. Again, if we do, I don't think we have any throws. Besides people, no.
Yeah, I don't think we have any terrain throws now.
No, I don't think we have any terrain throws, so we don't have to worry about that. Cars are going to be range 2. Obviously, this little sign, Murdoch for Mayor, is going to be not range 2, but that's going to be a 3. Everything else on the board is not going to be. It's not going to matter. To be honest with you, the sign is not movable. And I do this for members. I'm sorry, I do this for subscribers. What I do is if you leave a comment below during one of my bat reps, I will then put you in a hat, and we will pull your name out and just give you some love on the channel, make a billboard up customized for you. In this particular week, since we're showing off Nova in this bat rep, I put Nova on there, and I'm going to be honest, man. or girl, whoever this is. I don't know how to pronounce this. Skylar Sudi. What do you think? Skylar Sudi?
Yeah, Siler Sudi.
If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry, but that's you were the winner. You did comment on this on one of my videos last week. So I appreciate that. Siler Sudi. We'll just shorten it up for Siler. So that's that. I appreciate that. Again, we do ask for comments below. Correct us on a rule politely, and everybody's been great about that. We do get sometimes we get stuff wrong and we forget things. We get it, and we don't always show you what's happening. This is a little FYI because people do ask me about this. We don't always show you what's happening behind here with gaining and subtracting power. We don't always show that. For the most part, we don't show that. So if there's something that we don't do on camera, we'll try to say it. But for the most part, if it's happening off this area, we won't say it unless it's important to the game. Josh did get priority. Oh, leadership. Yeah. Real quick. So we know it. A lot of guys know it. What Star-Lord does, but if you just want to run down that quickly.
So his is called Winging It. In the power phase, he gives 3 allies, Winging It token, and then whenever the ally is making an attack, dodge, or defense roll, they may use that token to then re-roll 2 of those dice.
All right, and then Elsa is my leader. So Elsa's is I can pay a power. Any ally can pay 1 power, and then you can change that. You can select one of 3 options. You can do boom. Boom. What boom does is that if there's someone within range 2, boom automatically gives them a damage. You can do horrify, which is gives the person the attacking character the character that's being attacked gives them the root condition, or we could do silver bullet, which stops someone from reducing damage from tactical cards or from abilities. That's where we are. Okay. So, Josh, do you get priority? Josh, what are you going to do?
All right. Well, we have an exciting...
This exciting first move.
First move for Drax, as he's just going to run up to here, pick up the token.
All right. And I think then we're going to do the exact same exciting thing. And we are going to move Blade. Double move Blade up here. Get within 1. And again, show this behind the scenes. Pay 1. And then give him a token. And will be done.
Alrighty. Let's do the one. Just gonna have Yondu come up here. Let's see if he is within range 5 of Blade. Yep.
Oh, for sure.
So we're going to do the Yaka Arrow. This will be energy into Blade. You do not benefit from cover, and on a wild, you get slowed.
All right. Not pretty solid so far.
Okay. He's coming to, well, I got the wild though, so
that was
5.
5?
Yeah.
Blade save 0.
Okay.
Takes 5.
Takes 5 and a slow.
Takes 5 to the face.
Yeah, I knew coming in hot.
Oh, that lays it.
Oh, man.
And slowed, right?
Yes. And actually, since it does matter, the Pirate Way, since he is securing an objective, I get a reroll. So I will take it. That will do 6 damage.
All right, and that will daze right off the bat. Look at Yondu coming to play.
Yeah, let's see. And yeah, he's just going to kick it towards him. And then, all right. Good job, Yondu.
Yondu was not messing around. All right, and so I think what we have to do is either go up and get this one with Ghost Rider, which would get power, right?
Yes.
Or chase this one down. That's interesting. I think what we do is just go get this one with Ghost Rider. I know. I know we're waiting to see who can get what, but I think in this particular case, we're just going to move up. I'm going to go this way, so I'm within one to stand. See if I can get within both of these.
Yeah, should be able to.
Oh yeah. So then we're going to spend one, pick up, and Ghost Rider's done.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that. We'll just move up here. We'll pay our one. This up, and then we'll just end up behind the building here.
All right. Did Yandu want to flip that?
No, because she only has one.
No, Yandu.
Oh yeah,
When he originally went on there.
He's got what? It's his defense, or just roll?
I think so.
Character's physical defense. Yep.
Yeah, got it.
You got it. Yeah, with one.
Alrighty. I think what we'll do is we will go with Elsa in this particular case, and we will move Elsa up. Just her one. Go that way. And we will spend one to flip. And she has 4 defensive dice. And
she got it.
She got it easily. What I should probably have done on that was probably did this a little bit backwards, but we're going to use these little checks. And then I'm going to go into Gamora. And it's just going to be the Monster Hunter.
Hold on. I have stealth. So yes, you can.
5 dice. Physical.
Okay. Physical.
And there are conditions on this, and once I roll them, we'll let you know.
Oh, not within 2. Okay.
So none of the conditions went off, but I just hit 2.
Oh, she's gonna take 2.
She's gonna take 1 because of cover.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh.
And I did not get any conditions off, so Elsa's done.
Okay. Well, and we'll go ahead and move Nova. So down here. Then, because he moved with Nova Force, he will gain 2 power. He doesn't have any special conditions, but he does get to add 3 dice to his next Nova Burst or Light Speed Lance, which I don't think I can do any of those. And I believe you are just after I bump then everything on the table. So then I will do a Nova Burst into you. This will be energy.
All right, so I got 4 dice.
And on a wild, I get a throw, size 4. So I do get to throw you. Not very. Oh, Yandu took all of the good stuff. Just 2.
He really did. I saved 2.
Okay. And I did not get the wild throw. So that.
I mean, Yandu's first attack, you basically took it for everybody. Everybody's like, let Yandu just Daze Blade.
Oh, I should have done that. Okay.
All right, so we're going to go with Iron Fist. We're just going to move him up. Move him up here. Get a little bit of cover. Roll my 3 defensive dice. And I do get it.
That's it.
And then what we'll do is I don't think I'm in range. Yes, I am. Yeah. So I guess we'll attack into and then we'll do the sheet strike, which is gonna be 5 dice. And no, I can't do that. We'll have to do the flying kick, which is range 3, which is gonna be 4 dice physical.
Okay.
I spent his power already to flip. So he's got 1.
Okay. He saves.
Saved it. Apparently, the Midnight Suns does not come to hit anybody.
Well, in fairness, Nova did use Yondu used all of my dice, as we saw when Nova rolled.
He really did. He really did. This is gone. And then I do place within one after the attack is resolved. I do not have to do any kind of hit, so he is done.
Okay.
Or damage, I should say.
Yeah. We're gonna do Star-Lord. And then we're going to just do an elemental gun. So this would be energy into Iron Fist.
And I do save on blanks.
Star-Lord ready to ride.
Star-Lord's doing well. So save 3.
So you're gonna take 3?
Takes 3. All right.
Let's see, is there any... No, I just gained 3 power. Yeah, I don't even...
Oh, I could have paid the flip that. Danny gets 2.
Then I will pay 1 to try and flip the point.
Let's get it. All right. Even with Danny on there. And then I guess we got Man-Thing. He's gonna move up his small. Move up there. I don't think Drax is in range 3.
Should be.
Oh yeah, he is. We'll do Lashing Tentacles.
Okay.
Which is gonna be 5 dice physical.
Okay.
So that we got 3. Oops, that's
Drax is gonna block 1, take 2.
take 2.
He actually then reduces, so he'll take 1.
All right.
Yes, I can take it.
I did not get off the pull in, so he is done.
Okay.
All right. So at the end of the turn, in the cleanup phase, let's do some of this stuff. Mutant Madman. The only one that's going to take damage is Danny. So he's going to take damage. He
doesn't get a power from that, though. It's not an enemy action.
I think
it says it does.
Yeah, it does. He gets
power. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
And then that's good. That's good. That's good. And then people that are holding with 3 power in the cleanup phase.
Well, there's nobody on my team.
Ghost Rider's holding, but he doesn't have 3 power. And so that's good there. And we will be back. Score. You had priority?
Yeah, I will score 4 points because I'm holding 2 objectives and 1 2 points.
Yep, and I will score 3 points because I'm holding 1 objective and 2 points. And we'll be back after the power up.
All right, in the power phase, I'm going to play Veterans of the Annihilation War. So this will give Gamora a new superpower this turn. So whenever she's defending or making a dodge roll, she may re-roll 2 of those dice. Nova also gains a new superpower. Whenever he makes an attack, if there is 1 wild in the results, he may then change any other die results to a hit.
All right.
So that will be for this round. And then we'll start over here by activating Yondu. He's going to pay 2 for a hit and run. And then he's going to pay 3 for a whistle while you work into Blade.
Alrighty. Energy, physical, what is it?
So this will be energy. And on a wild, I have a Pierce.
Okay. Yondu came to play today.
He did. He got the Pierce. Looking at 4.
Takes off 4.
Hold on. I am going to use my Winging It token to re-roll 2 of those. So you'll take 5.
All right. So Blade that 1 left.
And then, let's see. I did get the trigger for Yaka Mastery, so I may do this attack again. However, I must target another character within 3 inches of the range 3 of the original character. So we'll do it into Elsa.
All right.
Also be energy. 1 crit. Wow.
Save 1.
2, 4, 6. So take 5.
Take 5. Look at Yondu. Just doing work.
Then he gets a move. And then I'm just gonna do another Yaka arrow into blade.
All right.
This will be energy. And on a wild, you get a slow. Oh, I got a crit. So just two.
All he needs two. I'll save them all.
Yeah, save them all. But you do get slowed again.
All right.
And that will end it for Yondu.
All right. Well, I think we got to go with Blade, since he's got one left before he dies. All right. So we are going to spend one. Shake the slow. I'll do the katana into Blade and give him, or into Yondu and give him the bleed condition. Okay. This is going to be a 5 dice mystic.
Okay.
So we got three, I'm sorry, with the pierce.
With the pierce, he's going to take all three.
All right, he does get bleed. 3. I can't get any more power. And then, so now we're going to do Night of the Dampier, which I'm going to spend 4 power to do. And that is going to, that's going to be 7 dice mystic into Yondu as well. Okay. And because he has the bleed condition, I can reroll any number of those. And I can advance medium. So it's going to be 7 dice. 7. We got 2 crits. And one of those was. So it looks like 6.
Come on, Yondu, lots of crits. Ooh, that's Yondu. I think he's going to take 3 more.
3 more.
And then he will daze.
And then I do get a to move on that and advance. Do I want to go up there and try to flip that point? I think on Blade's way out, I think I just go out and flip this point. Or I do this. He's got a medium move, so what I want to do is stay within 2 of Yondu. And I'm going to bring him back here. Still within 1 of that point. Or, yeah, within 2 of Yondu. And then after I add my activation, I'll heal one of those up because you do have a bleed token. And then he is done. All right. Need a minute? All right, guys. Now with after Blade's done, after Blade, his activation is kind of over. I'm going to, at the end of his activation, I'm going to play Siege of Darkness. So I spent 2 from basically everybody on my team. I get to do 1 free attack from everybody. So I'm going to start with Blade, and I'm going to go into Gamora. So that's going to be 3 dice. Yeah, 3 dice. I think we're going to say 5 dice physical. I'm sorry, 5 dice mystic. So now, what's the power she gets? Is it defensively or no? She
Hers
has to reroll 2 defensively.
If the attack is within 2 range 2.
I mean, off that card.
Yeah, she gets to reroll 2 dice. Correct.
Okay, just to make sure. So I just got 1.
Okay.
I can save it for the cover. Elsa is going to pay 1 for her leadership, and I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do Horrify, which is going to give her the root condition, and this is 5 dice physical. It was pretty solid.
5 coming in. Those I get to reroll. So she's gonna block 3. She'll take 2. Actually, with cover, so she'll take 1.
She'll take 1, and she's gonna get 3 conditions or 2 conditions. So she's gonna get 1 slow, That's off of the that's off of cursing slot from the attack for the wild. I'm sorry, it's hell fire. It's incinerate, not slow. Cursing slot is for crits. Hellfire is the wild, and then she's going to get from horrify. She's going to get the root condition.
Okay.
Now Elsa's done with her attack. Now we're going to go Ghost Rider, who I didn't get power from when you did. You attack this turn?
Nope.
Okay. So
Don't do anything yet.
Ghost Rider is going to do a Chains of Damnation into Nova. That's going to be 6 dice energy with the Wild Hex. So to get the Wild off, I keep forgetting about Elsa's leadership, but it's okay. I can.
It's going to block 1.
All right, takes 2.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
And he will be hexed because I rolled a wild. Yep. So Elsa, it's once per turn, so I already did it there anyway, so it's okay. So can't do her leadership again.
Correct, because this is.
So we're gonna go with Danny is gonna have the shy kick, or I'm sorry, G kick, which is gonna be 5 dice mystic, and we're gonna go into. I think we're gonna go into Drax.
Okay.
He reduces, right?
Yes.
What's he have left?
5.
5 left, and what's Star Lord? I didn't do anything to, right?
Correct. He's got 6.
Let's go into Drax.
Okay.
So 1 crit. So 3.
He's gonna block 2.
All right, takes 1. And he will be stunned. I guess the good thing is I'm getting a lot of wilds out of this. And then we have Man-Thing. That's this one. Oh, you got it. I'm sorry.
I got it.
I thought you reached in the other pile. All I see is the hexed. So,
okay.
And then on Man-Thing's activation, we're going to go Man-Thing. It's going to be Lashing Tentacles, which is going to be 5 dice. Physical going into the Drax.
Actually, when Danny damaged Drax, I'm going to use Driven by Vengeance.
Okay.
And give him my Vengeance token.
Okay. And this is Lashing Tentacles and the Man-Thing. So 1 crit. So I didn't see what that was.
3. He's gonna block 2. Take 1.
Take 1. And I did not get the wild off on that. And that is it for now. That is it for the Midnight Suns.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and activate Drax. He's going to pay 3 for a Titan Killer. Before damage is dealt, I'm going to throw you into the lamppost.
Okay.
So just take 1. And then I add dice for damage on me and 2 for vengeance.
But before damage is dealt?
Yeah, so before damage is dealt, if the target is size 4 or less, I throw you S.
Wait, you dazed him.
Oh.
You dazed him on the throw.
Okay. Well then.
That was all in one attack, right?
Yeah, that would have been, yeah.
Okay.
That would have been part of the piece. Well, if that's the case, then...
So you do get 1 power, though?
No, it was not. It was my spender attack, so...
well...
No. Okay.
Oh, it's your spender, okay.
Yeah, it was my spender. So we'll just move up here. We will pay 1 to try and flip it.
Go ahead.
Got it.
Yep. Take crit and wild. Yep. Alrighty, Drax is done.
Didn't expect to take Danny out like that.
All right, guys, I'm going to go with Elsa. And I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the Blood Gem Blast, which is cost 1 power. It's my builder. Then I'm going to spend 2 for 2 extra dice. I'm also going to spend two for run and gun. So it's going to be a 8 dice Mystic into Gamora. All right, let's see. Come on, Elsa. Not good. 4, I guess it was half.
Blocking 1, I do get 2 rerolls. Correct. A blocking 1, so
2.
you're gonna take,
2.
or 2?
Because of cover.
So take 2, yeah.
So it takes 2. I don't get anything for that. I will, however, get to move. This way. Which you have left? 2?
2.
Do I want to? Because I can't hit it right. I'll go after her again. Okay. With the moved her there. I'll go after her with the monster hunting weapons.
Okay.
It's gonna be 5 dice physical. Still outside of range 2.
Yep.
And no longer cover. Just 1.
Oh, she'll take it.
All right, so it takes 1. And with that wild, she's going to be slowed. And Elsa, unfortunately, is done.
Okay. Well, with that, I think Gamora will go. So she will pay 2 for an Assassin's Leap. And you can dodge 3 damage.
Okay. Does she pay 3 for that? Because of the root?
She did now, 3.
All right.
Dodge 3.
Dodge 3. All right, so I got 4 dice. See if she can do it. Well, got a crit.
She does. It's 3.
Nah, it's 4. I only dodged 3 of them. Oh,
I'm
you're
size 2.
Oh, you're size 2. Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying she was size 3.
No, you're fine. And then I'm just gonna do a God Slayer into you.
Okay.
So this will be physical.
Physical?
Yeah.
4 dice.
You get bleed if you survive.
All right.
Might
be tough to survive.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The not.
I was gonna say I do get 1 reroll, but yeah.
So Elsa goes down.
Okay. That was my jump, my swing, and then since I have slow, we'll walk over with all of my conditions and try to flip the point.
Yep. Do so easily. Because Blade is not healthy, so he does not count. Alrighty.
And that will end it for Gamora.
So I'm going to go with Ghost Rider. You did damage to
Elsa. Yep.
Elsa. I'm going to go with Ghost Rider, and we are going to go with. Let me just pause this. All right, guys, we're going to go with Ghost Rider, and I'm going to spend 5 for Penitence Stare, and actually spend 6 so I can use Elsa's leadership, and I'm going to give it this attack Horrify. So when it's after attack is resolved, he will get the root condition. So I'm going to have. What do we have? We have 5 dice plus you have 5 power.
Yep.
So that's going to be 10 attacks. And we're looking for a wild, right? I think that's what or it doesn't matter in this particular
Doesn't
case.
matter.
We're just looking for a lot. That is not a lot.
Whoa.
That is just 2.
Okay. Saves him.
All right. Well, that was terrible.
Oh, wow.
So now we're going to do Change in Damnation, which is going to be 6 dice energy.
Okay.
I guess he got rooted off of that.
Yeah.
So I got 2 crits. I'll just re-roll these. So we have 4.
He's gonna block 1, take 3.
Take 3.
That'll work.
And then I think what I'm going to do is...
I got to remember, he can do it now.
I think what I do is Hell on Wheels. Let's see, can I do that even?
Yep.
Advances?
Superpower.
Do I want to do that is the question. I'm not going to get there, but I think I'm going to do that just to get him towards this objective. And then he is done.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to activate Star-Lord. Just going to check some ranges here. Okay. So he can fly.
Yep.
So I'm staying outside of range 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pay for... So he is stunned. Okay. So I can't game out. I'm going to pay for full auto. So this would be 7 dice energy, and for each wild, I can give out a condition.
Save 2.
I do get 2 rerolls. I'm going to use my token. Doesn't help me.
Takes 1.
It takes 1, and then I get to give you 2 conditions. So I will give you bleed and shock.
All right. Bleed and shock.
And I think that's it. I used my token. That's it for Star-Lord.
All right. Well, you have Nova left?
Nova left, yep.
Well, I guess I go with Man-Thing. And we will go into Drax. What do you have left? A bunch?
3 of no, it's 3.
3?
Yep.
All right, so I guess we'll do yeah, we'll do Lashing Tentacles first, which is going to be 5 dice physical. I don't want to do that into... He's going to get cover right off the bat, though. Drax is holding, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go into Drax. It's just 2.
2.
Save them both.
He's good.
I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to go into emotional agitation, going into Star-Lord.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 dice Mystic.
Okay.
And he will get Incinerate and Poison.
Ooh, okay.
Or should I do this to Drax? Let's do it into Drax.
Okay.
What's he at Mystic?
Same thing. Here, 3's he's only 2 Drax.
All right, so I rolled 1 extra dice on that thing, but now I took it out.
Okay. Yeah.
So looks like 5.
That's going to be Drax taking 3, and he will daze and drop.
Okay, I don't have enough for this because I didn't get anything. So we're just going to put this back here.
Okay.
I'm going to do Healing Factor 2
Sure.
to heal up. Actually, I'm going to heal 1 of those because I bleed.
Yeah.
And then I'm done.
All we have is Nova left. So I will activate him. He is rooted, so I gotta pay 1 more. So we'll do a light speed lance into Ghost Rider.
Okay.
This will be energy. And let's see. I also have Star-Crossed Strike still in effect, so if I get a wild, I can change 1 result to it. Which I don't think I did. Right, just 3.
Saved nothing.
So you'll take 3.
Takes 3.
Yep. Okay, then as part of the attack, I push you away S. But then I place within 1. And then I'm just going to, do a Nova Burst. This will be after the attack is resolved. I get to do a throw. So this will be another energy. And okay.
Solid.
Yeah, I don't. This is pretty good. I did get my trigger, so I can change that to hit.
Save 2 so far, or 3 so far. Save 3.
Save 3, so you take 3 more.
All right.
Okay. And then I'm going to throw you into the car, so you take another one.
All right.
And you're size 3?
Yep.
Okay. And I believe that's everything, yeah. Gain 1 power.
All right, at the end of the turn. Pretty good, man. You had priority, or I had priority.
You had still had priority. Yep. So I will score 5 points, holding all 4 objectives and 1 token.
Going to be 9, and I'm going to score 1 point only because I'm only holding 1. And the other one's back here. So we will be back after we'll do the power up stuff afterward or now off camera. So. All right, guys, a lot happened in that cleanup phase. We probably should have showed it, but we didn't. All right, so we'll start up here. So because of the traps, Ghost Rider took a damage and dazed. It all happens in the cleanup phase, so takes damage and dazes. That pops out. Then over here, Gamora had 3 power, so the power core blew up. She rolled 2 of the 2 damage.
2 damage up.
She rolled a crit. I'm sorry, she rolled a skull and a wild, which caused 2 damage, which was able to daze Blade. Actually, take Blade out of the game.
Yep.
Do 2 damage to Yondu and did 2 damage to herself. Over here, obviously, we had 2. Man-Thing took a damage from this one. Danny was already dazed, so and it happens to the cleanup. Did not take any damage there. So that's where we are. I have priority, but you're going to play a card.
I'm going to play a card. I am playing Galaxy's Greatest. So up to 4 of the injured Guardians. So all 3 of them pay 2 power. And they get a Big Dumb Hero token. Characters with a Big Dumb Hero token roll an additional dice when they roll for attacks and defense.
All right. So, yeah, I was going to say leave it out so we remember.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to activate Elsa, and I'm going to go into Yondu with monster hunting weapons. I'm going to do the boom. So Gamora is going to automatically take a damage. This is 5 dice energy. I'm sorry, is that 5 dice physical? And I'm looking just for hits. I don't even care about conditions at this point. I just want hits. I want to take guys out of the game.
Let's go.
All right, so I did get a crit. I'm going to explode that. So we have 2, and I did get both conditions off for Elsa. We have 3. I'm sorry.
Save gonna block one. Let me see if I have.
Could you any
actually
rerolls?
He has a Big Dumb Hero token, so he gets to roll an extra dice.
Defensively and offensively?
Defensive and offensive. And then I will go ahead and pay my Winging It token to do 2 rolls. Doesn't even help me. So I'm going to block 1, take 2.
Take 2, and
all of that. And
you're going to be, you're going to have from the crit, you're going to have slow condition. And from the wild, you're going to have the incinerate condition. So what did I take in that?
Oh, you did 2.
2. All right. That power is actually gone. All right. And then what we're going to do is, I think. All right. So what's he have left?
Just 1 or 2.
2?
Yep. He's on 2.
All right, guys. So I spent 1. I got 2 on that. I spent 1. Picked up the token, and then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend another 1, and I'm gonna do Blood Gem Blast into Yondu. So there we go. 6 dice Mystic. So real quick, so everybody knows, he is incinerated, but that Galaxy card allows him to roll 1 extra dice. So it's countering my incinerate. Just 1. Save it. All right. And that's it for Elsa.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from, but that comes off.
Yeah. Well, that will mean I just have to go with Jan. He's gonna die. So he's just gonna pay 3 and do a whistle while you work into Elsa.
Okay.
So
Does this give conditions?
So this one is a wild as a pierce, and then on a hit in a wild, I get to do the attack again.
Okay, so no conditions.
No conditions, but still looking for that.
This is energy?
Energy, yes. Still looking for the wild. Did not get it. And he does get to roll an extra dice, though. Doesn't get it. So just 5.
Just 5? All right, let's see what we got. Saved 2 so far. Saved 2. I don't have any things, so I'm going to take 3. Takes 3.
Okay. And then we're just going to pay and do it again.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
This is energy, right?
Energy, right? Same thing. Looking for that wild.
Ooh, pretty good.
Okay, so let's take those out. So we got that. Total of 6.
All right, so 6. I don't think I'm going to spend 2 to see if I can re-roll these. Takes 4.
4.
And that will be it for Elsa.
Okay, and then we get to do it into Ghost Rider.
This is pops out.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just put it right here for a second.
Is it every attack that does damage?
Yes, so he'll get 2 power.
Okay.
And then this goes into Ghost Rider. Oh, get extra dice. Got a crit.
Pretty good for Yondu.
Yeah, 7.
Just explode that crit. So it only takes saves 1, so take 6.
Takes 6.
All right, so Ghost Rider has got 1 left.
Actually, I got a pierce, so you would take
7?
Take 7.
All right, so that would get Ghost Rider out.
I take back everything I said about Yondu.
About Yondu?
Everything.
All right, well, it's going to be tough for me, but we're going to continue to just bash it out. Going to go with Man-Thing. Excuse me, we're going to go Man-Thing. Spend the 1. We're going to pick this up. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to go into Lashing Tentacles into your buddy over there. Actually, yeah, what's he have to drop?
Who? Drax?
No, Star-Lord.
They're both. Star-Lord hasn't been hit. He's at 6. Drax just flipped. He's off.
Okay, so we're going to go into Star-Lord.
Okay.
So 5 physical.
Physical.
In the Star-Lord.
Okay. He does not get the bonus because he's not flipped, but he does get cover.
Oh, jeez, nothing. Whew. Well, I guess what we're going to do is go into Drax. Nothing else to really do. So we'll go Drax. It's going to be 4 dice because I actually rolled an extra dice on that Star-Lord thing, but it doesn't matter because I didn't hit anything. And Man-Thing into Drax. I know he reduces, but I don't have a choice.
Doesn't get cover.
Doesn't get cover, and he gets incinerated. So 3.
He's going to block 2.
All right.
Or block 1. Sorry, he's going to take 2, and he's going to get incinerated. And then I will give you my vengeance token since you hit me.
Okay. And a healing factor, I'm going to heal up 1 because I got the bleed. And be done. We'll try to flip that point, actually.
Okay.
So we have 3 physical. Did get it. Hit in a while.
1, 2, yeah.
So trying to stay in the game.
All right.
So really what we decided today was to show off what Yondu can do.
Clearly, and once again, on camera, I take back everything I said about that character and fitting into Guardians of the Galaxy. Wow. Is all I can say. I am going to go ahead and chase my tail there with Drax.
Okay.
He's going to pay 3 to do a Titan Killer. So before damage is dealt, you take 1 point of damage
From getting hit.
Getting thrown. And then I get to add dice there. So starts with 3.
All right.
2 for Titan Killer, 2 for Vengeance.
What is it? Physical?
This would be physical, yeah.
All right. So this 3 dice.
Okay.
You cannot explode crits.
Nope.
You didn't get any crits, so it doesn't
Didn't
matter.
get any crits, but I do have my Star-Lord reroll. So
The 4?
Yep.
Only saving 0.
Okay, so you'll take 5. I did use my token.
Yep, take 5.
Yes.
That will be enough to daze Man-Thing.
Okay. Yeah, would I got a reroll, but we don't care. How many did you actually take?
I took 4.
Okay, because I do get power for that too. Or no? No, I don't. You are killing me, Smalls.
I'm killing you. Dude, you're literally dazing my dudes on every swing.
I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Just when we're ready, you started second activation.
Doesn't have anything to do. I guess he's gonna stand there and pick his nose.
Try to flip it.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't have enough power.
Oh.
For Drax's second activation, I will get rid of Incinerate since I don't have enough power to flip the point.
All right.
Just calling that out on camera so no one puts that in the comments.
Right. Now, well, Danny is going to do my within 2 of Star-Lord. Yeah. So let's spend. First, let's do this. Let's do the strike into Danny, into Star-Lord. It's going to be 5 dice.
Okay.
It's going to be energy.
Energy. Okay.
So 1.
Okay. Good.
All right. Wow. That was uneventful. Can't get the power I needed. So we're going to spend 8. 5. I have 7, 8. Just exactly what I need. And we are going to Iron Fist. So before damage is dealt, any enemy within 3 is going, or any any enemy character within 3 of the target character, which is going to be Drax, is going to take a damage and suffer 1 damage. And then let's just see what happens. Before we even get excited about any of my builders today, we will just roll the dice.
It's physical?
It is physical.
Okay.
No, it's energy.
Energy.
I'm sorry, I missed. Yeah, energy.
Okay.
I dropped.
Into Star-Lord doesn't make a difference, but
Yep.
okay.
All right. So that wasn't bad. So I'm just going to roll this for the crit. So I believe I did. Well, once I take all these out, I did get the Iron Fist off, though.
I will block 1. And actually, what I'm going to do is I have Plucky Attitude. So because I didn't roll any shields, I get to re-roll all of the dice.
Okay.
I'm going to block 1. Then I'm going to use his token to block 1 and take 3.
Take 3, and he
all
will.
of my re-rolls.
And with that, before damage is dealt, the target character has an activation token. It does gain stagger, the stagger condition, and it's thrown away short, and it also gains an activation. So we will.
What? No.
So he just gains an activation token off that. The other stuff is because he did not have a stagger condition, and Danny is because I don't have any power. Is done.
All right. Well, Gamora will go, and she will pay 1 to pick this up, and she's going to pay 2 for an Assassin's Leap, and then because I don't get to use her that often, she's going to go 1. So everybody can see.
Yep.
2. And then she'll pay her last power to try and flip that point. She does.
She does easily.
Brings it back to the Guardians.
I think.
And then that ends it for...
Yeah. And then you get to pay...
then I get... Nova. I forgot Nova still has to go. He will...
Move, pick up.
Yeah, I was like, he's just going to move, pick up.
All right. So I did have priority.
Yep.
And when I score 0, because this popped out of Man-Thing. So did you want to pick this up with his second activation? Or No, you can just pick this up regularly.
He didn't have the power at the time, so he has to just throw it out. He didn't take that damage until later when
you put it up there in the middle of everybody.
Yeah, we'll throw it right in the middle.
All right, so I have 0 points, so I'm going to stay at 4.
I have 6.
You have 6, so you're going to.
I'm sorry, I'm scoring 6. Yeah, 2 points. Yeah, 6.
You're going to get 6 points, so you're going to get to 15. Pretty sure we could just call the game at that point, since you are going to end up tabling me maybe at the end of this turn. I cannot do anything else with these 2 characters that are going to do any kind of relevance to try to win the game, because I just cannot get over here to do anything. So that would be it for the game. So we'll end it at, just call it 16. Because I'm sure you can just come pick this up and get more than that. But
yeah, that's not.
So we'll just call it at that. I mean, we can actually give you another 6 points, which puts you at 21.
I'm fine 15-4.
21-4.
I think, to your point, we really showcased Yondu.
We really did showcase Yondu.
I'll admit, early on, looking at his card, I didn't think he's that great because I saw a lot of interaction with people dropping tokens and stuff. I failed to take into consideration his spender only costs 3, rolls 6 dice, and then can hit someone else with just a wild and a hit. And did a lot of damage.
And you did roll good.
He did roll good on those, but when it's range 3 between 2 people,
exactly.
That's huge, because again, he's hitting like Elsa and Ghost Rider, or Blade and Elsa, and
he did well this game. We really did show off Yondu and him not going down.
Right.
Him having 1 power left, not going down originally, and then he'll be able to crack back on Elsa when Blade went into him. That hurt a little bit too, because then you turn on and dazed Elsa. Then took Ghost Rider off the board. Who took Ghost Rider off the board? Yondu?
Also Yondu. Yondu same attack.
Yondu was the man. He had 7. He did 7, and then you did the reroll, which gave him 8. Well, no, it was 6, then 7.
It goes to 7, yep.
Which I didn't save anything. No, it was a Pierce.
Yeah. The Pierce on that also is what made the difference, is because then it took away that one last wound you had. And the Pierce is the same trigger as the other hit. So we knew we had it because it was a wild. So I'm like, oh, well, we had it.
What's wild about this is Yondu by himself took out Elsa, Blade, and Ghost Rider.
Again.
So it was like, he dazed and took Blade out. Yeah. He dazed and took out Elsa, right?
So he took out Blade fair and square.
Yeah.
Blade survived the second round. Blade died to explosions.
Oh, yeah, Blade died to explosions.
So he did, but again, he did 5-6 wounds to Blade. If Blade was a smaller character, he wouldn't have been able.
Exactly.
You did forget a couple rerolls, so if he...
Yeah, maybe.
But to then your point, he did come back, spike back, take out Elsa and Ghost Rider.
So we do know this. Yondu spiking is really good.
That's wow.
He's not Thor too good.
He's not Thor too good, but
spiking is pretty solid. Yeah. Because you're gonna get the wild off when you spike dice like that. Yeah. You're gonna get the trigger off, which is gonna allow him to attack another character.
You're right. And the range is big.
Yeah, and it's better than shield throw. Yeah. Because you're throwing more dice.
Yeah. You know, throwing more dice, yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for showing up. We didn't really show off Nova that well. He did take a beating.
Yeah, he showed you could take it to the face.
But
I will say, I do think, I know Gamora is not a super popular Guardians character right now, but the Veterans of the War card did make a difference. Her rerolls on her turn saved her, and him getting extra dice took the first round of Ghost Rider.
I think the rerolls in a lot of this game were pretty handy.
Yes.
The Guardian rerolls were pretty handy.
Yes, Guardian rerolls are pretty huge. And we saw a couple times where we had to stack rerolls to get stuff to work.
Right.
Between Plucky Attitude and tokens and other stuff. So
exactly.
It does make a big deal.
It was a good game, guys. Hopefully you got to see a little bit of what Yondu can do. We really didn't get to show off Nova a lot. Man-Thing and Elsa, this was not the game for them. Go check out the last Bat Rap, because that was a better one for at least those two. We got to really, but although Elsa did kick out conditions,
yes,
she does kick out a lot of conditions. For those who didn't watch that, Elsa is really good at, even on average rolls. If she gets crits and wilds, she kicks out a lot of conditions.
Oh yeah.
The additional extra 3 things: Boom, Horrify, and Silver Bullet. Which Silver Bullet did not work today because he specifically didn't bring anything to
Yes.
To negate that. He brought a lot of stuff to not to worry about that. Boom is usually pretty good because it does hand out a lot of damage once per, one for each guy. It's not bad. Elsa's actually pretty solid. I still think that Elsa is going to see more leadership in games if you're playing Midnight Suns than Blade is. I just think she is more valuable than moving that one. Me personally, moving that one bump. I don't think bump. I think she actually takes bump and doesn't make it
right. I think she removes the mandatory component out of that. Yeah. Really, where you could still make the argument. I'm sure plenty of commenters are out there going to be like, "Hey, these are certain scenarios where bump's great." Yes. I don't think we're really saying that. What we're saying is when you look at Midnight Suns, you're going to see her being used a little bit more because it gives you some versatility versus just the 1 inch bump or range 1 bump. Again, bump being great, I think she just gives you a little bit more thing.
It's just the conditions that she hands out.
By far.
The leadership, the people sleep on Root all the time.
Yes.
But Root is really good.
A good point here. Drax didn't have enough power to flip the point at the end because, again, he originally was rooted back here.
Right.
So he was spending extra power. Same thing with Star-Lord to do his spender, and same thing with Nova. They weren't able to come out and swing twice, where Yondu have managed to avoid the root.
Right.
And exactly. I think that really made a big difference.
All right, guys, as always, God bless. Peace out.